Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for July 12th through the 18th. It's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everybody who watches it. Okay, guys, so today we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and then we'll check into the next 3 to 6 months. Once we clarify that, I'm going to pick those cards up and we'll look into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and some oracle cards. If you're returning, welcome back. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you're new, I hope you'll stay. I also do private readings, personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, that information is in the description box below. Okay, so let's get into your energy. What's going on? Somebody's going to either a party tonight or sometime this weekend. I know that's general, but I just saw a bunch of balloons, so that may resonate for some of you. All right, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups, and then the Devil card. And that's in your current energy. In the near future, we have the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, which I love because that's the center of your reading. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse, beautiful. The Tower in reverse in the next 3 to 6 months with the Empress, wow. And the Moon card, okay, so some major things going on. So the Four of Cups, if you watched me before, when this is in the upright, that's somebody that's offering very little to a situation, a relationship. This is telling me that your energy is starting to shift, which means you're not going to accept, this should be my tagline, anything less than everything. So it's very clear that that's where your energy is shifting to. Coming up in the next week, maybe you've just had it up to here with people who've taken advantage or people who just don't bring the same to the relationship that you do. Where there isn't some kind of balance, it seems like there's some kind of an epiphany moment, or you're just telling yourself, it's like there's this reel that keeps replaying in your mind about how you give and it doesn't feel like you're getting the same in return. That's a great energy because you're shifting now into a place where you love and respect yourself more. Not saying that you didn't before, but even more than you may have in the past, so that you're not going to tolerate these kind of relationships, if you even did, to some extent. So whatever it is that it happened, that could be one situation in your life, it could be several, but there's definitely that shift that you're not going to accept a breadcrumber. Let's just put it that way. And it doesn't have to just be a love situation. It could be a friend as well. Excuse me. All right, so in your current energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ten of Cups in the middle and then the Devil card. This just tells me that you're realizing that there are things that don't make you happy. As I said with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Devil card, this is really recognizing things, situations, people around you that create some kind of instability. They shake that sense of happiness. You know what makes you happy. You know what keeps you grounded. I think you feel really good about where you are right now. If there's been difficult situations, yes, they kind of throw you, but the recognition of the Devil energy, let's just say there's some obsessive, toxic people that have surrounded you or have recently been in your life, and that seemed to deplete you. It doesn't have to necessarily mean it depleted your money, but it could have for some of you. In this case, it's just an awareness that those types of energies aren't working in your life anymore. And your happiness is too important. Obviously, your stability is too important. So, like I said, it's a shift. I'm not picking up on anybody specific. Sorry, a little slur there yet. But we do have a Capricorn energy as well as Taurus and Virgo. So we have a lot of earth energy right now. I'll get into the other signs. There's Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, Pisces, or Cancer. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So let's continue and see what we've got in the near future, and then we'll clarify. The Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So the Hierophant is about a higher level relationship, whether it's a marriage or something that's been long-term. And I think if you're single, that's what you're seeking. Right here it says that you've been focusing on yourself. You're stable emotionally because you've released things that were creating those types of burdens in your life. This just seems to be this theme for this week. If you've released somebody specific, it has lightened your load. It may be still a little bit sad. Maybe this was a marriage for you. It could have been a while ago that ended, and you're finally coming to a place where you're starting to feel really good emotionally and ready to open up. She's open to love. So if you were closed off in the past, you could be in a place now where you're like, you know what, I'm releasing this because I need to move on. I need to get to a place where I can open up so that I can love again and accept something that's going to turn into a real long relationship or possibly a marriage or something like that for some of you. All right. So in the next 3 to 6 months, we have the Tower in reverse, the Empress, and the Moon card. So if there were any kind of secrets around you, this shifted and changed. Something came to light and created a Tower moment. Is it for the best? Absolutely. Tower moments don't always have to be catastrophic. They can be uncomfortable for sure. And in this case, I feel like because you've been doing work on yourself, the Empress is very spiritual. She understands her path. The more knowing that she has, the better off she is and the more comfortable she feels in standing her ground and allowing things to release from her life. It's a very stable energy. With the Moon on the other side of that, like I said, and the Tower in reverse, that tells me something definitely. I feel like this is a theme for this reading, guys. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but something came to light. You may have found out some secrets about someone and it created that Tower moment. So like it could have been 6 months ago, but whatever that is, that energy is here and you're finally working your way through that energy. And in the next 3 to 6 months, you'll be releasing that from you. Now, the Moon can also be about holding back. So you could be holding back your energy just a tad and maybe not as willing. You're open in some capacity emotionally, but you don't want to move too quickly. So you may be realizing that you kind of want to hold yourself back, preserve your energy, maybe focus a little bit more on your spiritual journey or just work or something that keeps you in this good high vibrational energy. It's never going to be perfect. None of us are. We have our down moments, but it just is shifting in a way that is absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles and see if we can pick up on an energy. All right, so we've got Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This is for Gemini. So the Two of Wands in reverse. It feels like a situation that you didn't feel like was going anywhere that definitely fell apart. So this is the current energy, which makes perfect sense. It's in the upright here, and then we have it in the reverse. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So that tells me a relationship that had to break away, had to fall apart. It could have been marriage, like I said. It could have been a long-term. Long-term can be a year for some people. So it doesn't matter where you are, wherever it fits, wherever it resonates, take that. This seemed like there was a moment in time when I think you took a look at the situation and said, I just can't see the future and how this is going to move forward. The Tower moment came in. Something came to light. You realize, wait, this is more than I can take, I can handle. It could have been the other person who decided to walk away from the relationship. I sense more it's you. And that Tower moment happened. Something, I can't say specifically because it's going to be different for all of you, but it's like, whether it be a secret, I don't see a third party here. I just feel like there were things that were being held back within the relationship that caused this moment, this epiphany moment, and made you realize, wait, I can't do this anymore. I can't move forward. So that energy is still with you a little bit. We don't want to talk about exes all the time. No, I get that. But at the same time, if the energy's still with you, I'm going to pick up on it as a reader. So this happened. It's just confirmation. Something definitely broke down. If this was a job, there was something toxic in the job. And I think you felt like the same situation. You couldn't move forward. Something wasn't making you happy anymore. Maybe the money just wasn't enough and you had to make a decision. Do I walk away from this? And I do feel like the surroundings kept getting more and more toxic in order for the universe to push you in a direction where you had to make a choice. So if you're looking for a job, it looks like this Tower moment happened. The job may have ended. And then you find something that you love 10 times more than what you had. Something's going to make you really happy because you were focused on that. You were focused on what's going to make you feel fulfilled emotionally as much as you are financially. If the money wasn't enough, let's put it that way. It doesn't matter if it was fantastic pay. If it didn't make you feel good, with this energy shift in your spiritual growth, you're realizing that you'd rather be happy than make maybe a ton of money. Not everybody. I know a lot of people are going to say, no, I'd rather make a ton of money. Okay. So this is for some of you. All right. Whoops. So let's get into the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. I just heard that somebody wants to speak up. So there's someone in your surroundings that feels like, I don't know if this is a mentor or somebody that you trust or look up to, that wants to speak up either about their place in your life and how much of a burden that they realized they put on you. This could be that message from somebody from your past that says, listen, I really know I did something wrong, and I appreciate and understand how loving you were. I think you've lost patience with that situation. Temperance in reverse and the Devil card. And then we have the Hangman. You're not stuck anymore. You're not stuck in this. I don't even know if you're going to be willing to listen to this person. Temperance in reverse just means there's a little bit of an impatience to get past these types of things. If this person shows back up, it might bring that wound to the surface, and it just feels like toxicity all over again. You could have been dealing with someone who was a higher up that had really toxic, like obsessive behavior. They just told me, one or two of you, this is definitely not going to resonate for everyone. There could have been some harassment around your job position. I do feel like this is going to be one of my females that might have been harassed by a male higher up. If that's you, I'm sorry, it's an energy I'm picking up on, but I'm sure you lost your patience with that and it just wasn't worth being there, and that could have been why the job had to fall apart. This person may try to approach you and apologize. Probably not, because I feel like there's some legal situation within that. Other than that, this could have been just a toxic person that is in your surroundings. It seems to be like there's a lot of that energy that you're clearing yourself of. Remember, this is just for that week's period of time or whenever you click into the reading. So that's just the energy for those couple of days of releasing that. And then beyond that, things are going to move on. Okay, so the Tower in reverse, which is great. This has already happened. The Empress, you're standing pretty. And the Moon card, that secret coming out. This seems to be a theme. Something came to light. All right, the Two of Cups in reverse. And then we have the High Priestess. And then we have Judgment in reverse. Again, I do feel like some of you, this was a divorce because you just couldn't see eye to eye anymore. You trusted your intuition, or you started to. I think your abilities have started to increase as well. And that's part of the reason why the energy is starting to clear from your space. When you're at a higher level than others spiritually, it isn't necessarily that I'm saying you think you're better than other people. It's not that. It's just a natural process that as you start to increase your sensitivity, your ability to read a room or tell when somebody's lying, things like that, people get really uncomfortable with it. And I just got goosebumps. So I think that's it. Like, you can see right through people's BS, and I think that happened with a partner. Some kind of a lie may have been told, and it may have even been something so stupid, like why would you lie about something like that? But it's just a lack of meeting of minds there. But your intuition is increasing, which is a really beautiful energy, and it seems like you're focused primarily on you. Now, this being released, we'll see if there's somebody new coming around. Right now, it's just not focused on that. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's just not what's happening for this week for you. All right, so I'm actually going to clear this energy. So think about whoever's on your mind. If you do have somebody specific that you are interested in or would like to know about, think about that person for a moment, and we'll get into their energy. All right, sorry, loud cards clicking. So I'm going to shuffle. I know this can get kind of loud. I'm going to try to keep my voice up and the cards low. Okay, this is for Gemini and their person. All right, so we have the Lover's card. This is definitely somebody who feels, wow. So I hope that some of you stayed for this part of it, because if you're interested in someone, this is the best way to find out that information about them specifically. This is someone who's really in love. They definitely can see a partnership between the two of you. It feels like they've actually done some work as well. Have they spoken up? If you haven't spoken to them, they're still working on what they want to say to you. So the overall energy for the two of you is the Tower in reverse. So if this was somebody that you split from and you're interested in that, they still have a tremendous amount of love for you. They still see you as their partner. It could be a Gemini. I have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Heavy Scorpio. I also have Virgo and Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So they see you two as that perfect pair, the lovers. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally available. So if there were issues in the past, this person's come to a place where they've stepped up a notch. If you're currently in this relationship and you're questioning how this person feels, they love you very much. They could just be in an off place right now and they're not talking about it. The Ace of Swords in reverse. That's just kind of holding themselves within. The Hermit in reverse, they've been trying to work through what it is that's going on with them. So if they're not speaking clearly right now or speaking in riddles and you're a little confused about how they feel, it's just because they're doing some inner work and they may not be as spiritually advanced as you are, so they probably don't understand as well what's going on with them. All right, and now your energy is the Queen of Swords. This is you speaking your truth. Like, look, I'm going to walk away from this until you can figure out what the F you want. If you aren't going to be straight up with me or there's lies, now here comes that hurt. It hurt to walk away. If you had to do the walking away, which is what it feels like, it was painful. I think you really love this person and you don't want to be stuck anymore. If they're not going to be clear about how they feel, they may feel it in energy, but they aren't speaking about it, then I can see why you would walk away and say, hey, listen, do whatever work you have to do. And maybe you don't want to wait for this person. I have told everyone in every reading, I'm not suggesting that you wait for anyone, especially if this person had toxic behaviors before. This is for people who are interested in someone who's healthy but maybe a little bit confused. So I just feel like you don't want to wait. You're not going to stay stuck. And you're very clear about what you want. It seems like you have no problem communicating with this person, but they have trouble communicating right now. All right, so let's get into the romance angels and then we'll get a possible outcome for you. This is for Gemini. We have reconciliation. See, that's what I feel. I do feel like there's some of you that really want this relationship and I do think it's going to come back around. Can I tell you a time frame? No, I'm not the timing psychic and I don't mean that in a mean way. I love you guys. I want happiness for you, but it's going to be different for all of you. So the energies between the two people, you know, have to become aligned. All right, so then it says release your ex. There may have been another ex on either your part or their part that had created some problems. So that obsessive behavior that I had talked about in the original reading could be someone from the before this person who created some kind of conflict. It could be for them as well, like somebody's children's mother or father or whatever. That could have been an issue, or they could have been dealing with just, you know, someone who didn't want to let go is what it feels like. Now it says trust, and then we have children. So there's the children. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. When I had said that you may have had an issue at work and there may be a shift because there was unhappiness, if you're unemployed right now, that 10 of Cups was telling me that you're going to be fulfilled and it's coming soon because that was in your current energy. All right, so let's get back to this. The reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Release your ex, the time has come to clear your energy. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So, I'm going to give you all three scenarios like I do in every situation. If this is an ex, this person still loves you. They want to speak. I don't think they know how. They're trying to get the clarity around that. they may have needed to release an ex. If you're in this relationship currently, then it feels like there's a part of you that's ready to walk away. And if you do want to work on it, you're going to have to trust, have faith that this person will give you the clarity that you need so that the relationship can continue. And then for those of you that have children together, whether you were married or you could be separated and wanting to get back together for the children, or this could be just that this is the parent of your children. All right, so let's see what the possible outcome is. What's the possible outcome? Sorry guys, I know that's loud. For Gemini. So we have the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Fool, and the Six of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is just beautiful energy. For those of you who really want this to work out, the Ace of Cups is the best card you could possibly get. It is new beginnings in love. New beginnings with somebody possibly that you want to reconcile. And then if you're in the current, that just means there's a refresh of the energy. So again, married and have a question about whether this is going to work. The Seven of Cups tells, or I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups is right below it. The Ace of Cups says, yes, that there's an abundance of love in this relationship. So you have the ability to fix it if you want. Now, the King of Wands, tons of passion, which is a great sense. It feels like both of you are open to communicating. If this is a toxic ex, then no, that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who has a healthy ability to communicate emotionally. Like they don't have a fear of intimacy. And I don't mean sexual. I've said this many times. They have no problem with intimacy. Seven of Cups. This could be somebody who's, there could be some confusion around the relationship, but I don't think there's any kind of delusion. So I don't feel like any one of you has got some kind of mix-up, like you're telling yourself one thing and that's just not the truth. It's not what it feels like. I think there's been many options around how to fix the situation. That's what I feel. Now, the Fool says, take that leap of faith. It could be you that wants to move towards your person. And you are the one who already walked away. So in this case, I'd say the universe is just suggesting that you got to take that leap of faith and trust and know that this is a new beginning, because the Fool is all about that as well. Having faith that there's that new beginning and then moving into calmer waters. That to me says that the relationship itself will move into a calmer place. The problems should be settled. It does feel good. I'm not going to tell you if it doesn't. And I do feel like the two of you can work it out and find a middle ground. Okay? All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle for you and see what that has to say. This is for Gemini. I'll go one more time. Okay. These are the ones that fell out. So let's take these. We have, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. That's a perfect message for this situation. And then we have, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. That's perfect. I love that. I got goosebumps. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to get into the Wisdom of the Oracle cards for messages from Spirit. This is for Gemini. Okay. So we have Yin, balancing out that feminine energy, building blocks, which I love, chaos, conflict, time to go, and then a new life. Okay, so what you're leaving behind is the chaos, conflict, and the time to go. This is what's coming for you, the new life. It's what's the overall energy, because it's on the bottom of the deck. This reduces to a 12, which reduces to a 3. Lots of 3s could be in your life right now, but to me, that's balance of mind, body, and soul. Beautiful. I think you feel this shift that's happening for you. It could start to happen after this new moon because it's today, and maybe you set some intentions and you feel it coming. Big shifts. All right, and then we have that feminine energy. So if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is balancing that out with your masculine energy. Now, the building blocks. This is allowing things to work, to move forward one step at a time. This is new beginnings. It reduces to a 10. It's a 28. So it's all about building what you want for the future little bit by little bit. Yes, it's just what Capricorn energy is right now. We're all going through having to rebuild, restructure, and change. It's a lot of new for a lot of people. That chaos and conflict, 33, again, the threes, finding balance within any chaos or conflict, releasing it from your life. And then the time to go comes right after. So you're saying goodbye to any of that. That's a 9. Endings and new beginnings. It's a really beautiful energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's really helpful. And again, I do personal readings. So if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box. I love you guys to pieces. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care.